straight out of
NASA City, Houston, Texas.
Get ready for Tejano Time Podcast, Houston, Texas, tonight.
Giving you the news you can use and bringing you the hottest interviews in the Tejano industry.
It's about to go down with your host, Keith Leal. Houston, Texas.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Tejano Time Podcast starts
Now.
Please welcome your host, Keith Leal.
All right, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Tejano Time Podcast. Another great show for you guys lined up tonight. Thank you so much for all those of you that are tuned in right now. If you are watching the live, and don't forget we're streaming it live as well on Tejano TV as well, okay? So you guys out there that are watching, we appreciate you. As you people start to continue to log in right here to the Tejano Time Podcast, share the live, guys, right? Also to everybody on our YouTube channel, también, who's watching. We got a great show for you this evening. I would like to welcome to the show right here to the Tejano Time Podcast for the very first time. Great guy, man. He's he's got some great music. I know we've been talking for what about 2 years now or so. But let me just bring him on right quick, man. We got a couple of guys here. We actually have another guy that's supposed to get on here, but he's not in. But we're gonna go ahead and start the show, and hopefully he can join us here throughout the broadcast as well. So I would like to welcome Mr. Zeke Escobar, okay, right here from La Anarquia, and he's based out of where, brother?
Out of Lubbock, Texas. I'm actually from Leveland. I'm 30 minutes west of Lubbock, but we tell everybody we're from Lubbock, Texas. And I just want to thank you, Keith, for having us on, always supporting us since we got the start.
Yes.
And we're going on 3 years, man.
3 years now, about right? Yeah. Yes, I definitely remember that, and that was been back in the day. We had some interviews in the past on the radio, and a lot of great music that you guys have had out. And it kind of just went, not missing in action. You just spread out what you were releasing. So, give me a little bit of rundown, right quick. Okay, out of Lubbock, Texas, that where home base is for the band.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're bred here in Lubbock, born and bred here in Lubbock, Texas, and want to send a big shout out to my guys. Michael Bill, he's here out of Leveland also. Jacob Garcia is from Lubbock, and David Vargas, who's from Dimmitt, Texas.
Yes, and Jacob was the one that's supposed to be joining us, right? So if he's watching and he's not able to get on, we totally understand. You said he was up north right now as well, right? So definitely, yeah. So great deal. And going back to these guys, you guys have been together for how long as a group?
We've been together as a group. We started going into 2022, man. So yeah, we're getting close to 3 years, man. 2.5 years already.
Wow. Yeah. That is great. But that's great, though. You guys have a good same group, same band members. You guys stuck together.
We've gone through some changes and stuff, and as I mentioned off air, we've made some changes, and we had some transitions that we had to make. But right now, we got a really good group of guys, and I think we've got the elements that we need to have in place, and we're doing really well right now, man.
So what's what inspired the name La Anarquia? How does that reflect your music and values as a group there, man?
Yeah, man. We decided to go with that name. We were trying to find something out of the norm and something that wasn't what everybody thought it should be, I guess. Like when we started the band, we had that in mindset. We wanted to do everything different than the way people say you're supposed to do it.
Right.
We wanted to create a more family-friendly environment. As far as things go behind the scenes, at the shows, you know what I mean? Because we all, we had our families, we had kids, we had wives. We all have our wives and our kids and stuff, and wanted to kind of bring them into the band and kind of help create a family environment and also bring them into the atmosphere, because a lot of people don't get to experience that, man. And I remember growing up and seeing family. I had family that was into music, so I give anything just to be behind stage and just to see what goes on before a show and stuff like that. And so we took it upon ourselves to just create that for our kids and for our families, and make that place where they could be and where they could get that exposure, man, because it's
for sure.
It's an exposure to the industry and an exposure to the culture, man, because not a lot of kids get that, and not a lot of kids get the culture. They don't get exposed to that culture, man. So that's why we kind of went with that. And then just the way of doing things, man. Like you're told that there has to be this certain formula and this certain processes that you have to follow and stuff to do, recordings and releases and all this and all that. And we just wanted to kind of go against the grain and do something different,
Yeah,
man. So
do something
we
different.
just,
Yeah,
yeah, just say anarchy, man. That's what, going
anarchy.
against
Yeah,
yeah, so that's how we came up with that. And it's worked out for us, man. I mean, it's kind of a tongue twister to some people, but we feel like that helps us a little bit because then they have to concentrate on what they're saying.
yeah.
So
And after a while, once they get it down, they'll always remember. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure,
yeah,
man, for sure. So,
yeah.
how do you see you guys? I mean, fitting into the broader musical landscape, and what sets you apart right now from the industry itself? I mean, what sets you apart from your music wise?
Music wise, man, with this last release, I think we went in a really different direction than we had been going before.
Hmm.
We tried to kind of stick more with our first release. It was more of a like intocable type vibe and stuff like that. And
Right.
before, I mean, we had brought this style of cumbia that we had grown accustomed to playing for for the last 8 years.
Hmm.
And so we tried that with Yasupara, man. We kind of felt like it wasn't. I mean, the song did well, and people still listen to it and they sing it when we play. But we feel like we were kind of confining ourselves, which is what we didn't want to do.
Hmm.
So this last release that we came out with, we just we just got together, man, and started jamming, dude. And I think what sets us apart on this one is that it's just we didn't follow a formula, man. We felt we did what we felt,
Do what you felt.
and we
Yeah.
laid down what we felt, and what we thought worked. And I'm lucky that we have a group of guys that we gel so well together that it all just happened to fit that way. You know what I mean? It all made
Hmm.
sense, and it all
Yeah.
it all came through in the recording, man. And it's a vibe, bro. And I think that's something that sets us apart, is that we're not trying to fit a mold. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
just
True.
we just play what we like, and we played how we liked it, and it worked out.
Mhm. It worked out, huh? That's amazing. And we're going to get to that song here during the broadcast here a little later on. It's the Cynthia is the name of the song, though. Okay, so new
Yes,
tune,
sir.
new track that they have out right now. So we'll let you guys take a listen to it, and you'll let us know exactly what you think of the song as well. So if you guys have any thoughts, for sure, drop it in the box as soon as we get to that song. We'll allow you guys to us to answer the questions. But I want to send a big shout out to Mr. John Gabriel Martinez. Saludos, Keith Leal, and my boys from La Anarquia, right there, John Gabriel, Superado. Great
Big
guy
shout
as
out to
well.
John. He's a good buddy, and he's a big supporter, and we appreciate him, man. John, thank you very much, bro.
Yes, también also to Gabriel Duran. What's up, brother Zeke? He says,
Hey, Gabriel, how you doing, man? You doing all right?
good
Big shout
deal.
out too, going out to Jacob. Like I said, he wanted to be here, but he was in Idaho on business and stuff, and so I mean, he was gonna try to join. He still might, but I don't. I mean, but he's the one who
Yeah,
wrote
I
the
mean,
song, so I'm gonna give a big shout out to him. Big kudos to him because he wrote the song, and it was a lot. I mean, it was something that he kind of put together, just on one of those things that he reflected on some stuff in the past and just kind of
yeah.
put it together, and it really worked out for us. So
Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask one question. Any of you guys, do any songwriting? Do you yourself, Zeke, do any songwriting?
I do actually. We're working on releasing one of my originals next here in the next couple months. We've already got it
Okay.
tracked and stuff, so we're just kind of putting some touches on it and letting this one work for us for a little bit, and then we'll be putting that one out. But yeah, I do some writing. Jacob does quite a bit of writing also, and
Awesome, man. That's
I mean
badass.
yeah, yeah, it's just something that comes to us, so we
Yeah.
feel like now's the time to start putting out our stuff, and it's we're
Hmm.
having fun with it, man. So
For sure, for sure. There's no doubt about that. To everybody that's watching the live right now, don't forget to share the live as well. Saludo para Mr. Bobby Peña, who's tuned into the show. Saludos, my friend. He says there.
hello,
We also
Bobby.
got PJ Lincoln también. What's up, my
So
brother from
PJ, how you doing,
Superado?
sir? Doing all right?
Great guys out there tuned into the
Good
show,
deal.
man. If you guys got any questions for Zeke, también feel free to drop them in the box. This guy, I mean, like I said, they've had some great songs, some great music in the past, and this is a brand new single that we're gonna hear here in just a few more minutes right here on the show. Cynthia is the name of the song. Again, Jacob wrote the song, so we'll get all the details here in just a bit on the song as well. So, well, I don't want to get any of the questions about the song until we play it. So let's just get to Well, I'm going to play it right now, so I know they're waiting, but I don't want to play it just yet. We still got a little bit of the show to go, guys. But in a few minutes, we'll get it. So once we get to that, you'll be able to answer or ask any questions you guys would like, for sure. There's no doubt about that, man. So how do you approach songwriting, dude? Or collaboration within the band? I mean, like I said, you do it, Jacob does it. So, I mean, do you guys just, do y'all's own thing, or do y'all just try to collaborate together on some things?
On this one, man, Jacob already had it, written, and he had an arrangement that he'd come up with and stuff. And I mean, we just kind of went over it and made some tweaks and stuff to grammar stuff, and nothing really major because he's really good at what he does, man. So there was just a couple things. I come from a really extensive, a deep Spanish background and stuff, so I caught some things that we could work on, or that would have been needed to be kind of adjusted. But overall, he had it already ready, man. And then I think we've kind of, the stuff that we have that is original, we already had it, it's stuff that had already been stored away and that we kind of already been messing with on our own time and stuff like that. But for some of the future projects that we got coming up, I mean, there's projects that we already have that he's started and that I'll finish, or that I've started and that he'll take over on. He kind of gives me the rest of what I'm missing. And then as far as melodies, man, Jacob's monster at coming up with melodies. But yeah, once we all get together in the studio, man, it just all comes together, man. And I can only say that it's due to the team that I have, man, because these guys, they're monster musicians, and they're masters at their craft, man.
Awesome, amazing. That's definitely a great right there. When you got a great team that's experienced as well, makes it a whole lot easier to how do you say it? To go forward. Just anything, writing a song or something. It's not. I mean, I know it's tough for a lot of bands out there that don't write any songs like that. You got to go out and find one, and the right one. But you guys, put some thought into everything, and so that's a great thing, man. Great group of guys right here as well. The band itself. So he gave us a rundown earlier. Now, any big musical influences you may have, Zeke?
Man, my family, like I said earlier, I have family that's in the music. Send a big shout out to my carnal Hector and Rita Mendez out of Sonora, Texas. Just a lot of cousins and stuff that played back in the day. I grew up just watching them as a kid. But we have our obvious influences, like Intocable, Pesado, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That just kind of caught our ear back in the day when that stuff was really, really hitting, back in the late 90s, early 2000s and stuff like that. Of course, you got, Ramon Ayala. And I listen to a lot of conjunto too. So like old school conjunto, Tony De La Rosa, Angel Flores, stuff like that. I'm a big fan of that stuff too. But basically anything, man. I mean, anything that's music, we let it kind of influence us in some way or another. But man, it's hard because Jacob and I were both very versatile. I mean, really, the whole band is. But Jacob and I, we're both accordion players. I play accordion too.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah. So I mean, we're both accordion players. We play bajo, bass, drums. Of course, Michael, he plays everything too. Man, our bass player. Wow. He's a drummer, guitar player, bass player. He plays accordion. David, man, he's a killer drummer. He's a good bass player. He's a damn good bass player, and I'm sure he knows other stuff too. He just keeps it a secret. But yeah, but that's one thing, man, that about this new era of this, the new chapter of this project that we're on right now, man. It feels like we have all the right elements in place finally. I think whenever Jacob came on accordion, it kind of really gave us that push that we had been missing, and that missing element that me and him just kind of clicked together, and we're able to do a lot more. Just a lot more different stuff. We're able to challenge ourselves a little bit more, and we like it, man. So it's working out, and I think we've got a formula that works for us now, and that it's going to be really good for us.
Awesome, great deal. we got a couple of more. Jordan Garcia says a nice song. He definitely likes the song. We're going to get to that here in a little bit. I'm sure he's probably already heard it. So yeah, good deal right there. Yes. Congrats, Jacob Garcia, right here. I believe this is coming from Susie Garcia here. It says, congrats, Jacob Garcia, my son. Yes, and the whole band, La Anarquia, right there. So great
Big
deal.
shout
We
out to the
got
season.
little Huddy. Is that what it says here? Little. I guess check this out right here. White little bro on the right think he the main character. Which one is he talking about? I don't know which one he's talking about. I'm not sure how he's looking at it, but I mean, whatever he's looking at, I guess that's somebody that's watching on our YouTube channel. I'm not even sure who the heck that is. But anyhow, uh, we are both main characters here, all right? So it's you know, if you don't like it, you can turn it off. Simple as that, right? Good
Arlington,
evening,
Texas
Zeke.
in the house.
Yes, Arlington. That's let's see. Good evening, Zeke Escobar and Keith Leal. Greetings from Arlington. Mary, got to see you. Thank you, Mary, for watching the show. Always a great supporter right there of you know, Tejano music and you know, all the great artists that are out there. You know, not just Tejano in general, but from every band we've had here. We've had a lot of bands come through the show as well. So she's a great supporter, always supporting here. So share the live, guys, if you're watching. So everybody watching on Tejano TV as well, streaming live as well this show there. So big shout out to everybody who's tuned there. You can catch the show Mondays 8 p.m. as well on Tejano TV right there on the Tejano Time podcast channel. All right, so great deal, great deal. So what are your current thoughts of the state of the music and your current thoughts right now, which the industry, where it's at, and what direction do you think it's going?
And I honestly think it's going in a really good direction. I mean, of course, everybody touches on the subject of like frontera and stuff. The stuff they're doing right now, it's good, man, and it's only good for everybody. I think it's a good opportunity for everybody to kind of branch out and to kind of spread their wings a little bit, and you know, gives everybody a chance to get a piece of the pie. I mean, I think
Yeah,
it's good. I think what they're doing is getting everybody some attention, and they're getting the genre, you know, regional Mexican music. Tejano is included in there, and it's getting.
yeah,
I mean,
oh yeah,
it's getting everybody some
it's
attention, man. I think.
yeah, and
I mean,
and there's just so many different you know, young up and coming artists as well that are taking the initiative to try and just add their flavor to the mix to all these and this new stuff, this new generation of artists. You know, it's
oh,
not just
exactly, man.
back in what it was in the '90s. You know, as they always say in this. Don't get me wrong, it was great music then, but let's turn the page. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Just a little bit. You know, even if it's just to peak on the other side. But there's some that are already have flipped it over, and it's great. There's a lot of young and up and coming artists, and I'm props to those guys out there, all these young artists that continue to do so, because I mean, and just, you know, not just from the Tejano standpoint, we were talking about cumbias, you know, come out and give it some flavor,
yeah,
you know, like say for instance y'all's music right there, you know what I mean, you don't, you can't really put a label on it, you know what I mean, you have your stuff, but it's so much mixed in there together, so it's just great music, period. Texas style music, that's what it's all about, you know what I mean.
yeah, man. And there's so many artists, so much content coming out, man. It's crazy, but it's good. I mean, it
It's
gives
good.
everybody, you know, everybody's, especially now with the age that we're in, with the social media and the different platforms, man. Everybody has a chance to get heard. Everybody has the same opportunities to get heard. Um, it's good, man. I think it's good. I think there's probably a few bad grapes of the bunch that, you know, that make it bad, but
Oh yeah.
it's not. It doesn't affect you, man. It doesn't affect you if you don't let it affect you. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that uh, it's good right now, man. I think any, you know, whatever you want to call it, competition or whatever. I don't look at it as competition. I look at it as just everybody doing their best, man, and everybody trying
Yeah.
to make some noise and get heard.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I don't know, some people don't like that, man, and it's cool, you know what I mean? Everybody, like you said earlier, to everybody their own. If they don't like it, I mean, they can change it, dude. There's so
I
much
can
stuff
change it.
out there now. Um, and that's that. I mean, that's a big thing, man. Big shout out going out to everybody who doesn't like it, or who doesn't, you know,
Yeah.
doesn't want to play it, or who doesn't like our music or whatever. I mean, thank you guys too, because I mean, hey, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, you're
Yeah.
making the
Yeah.
industry what it is, and that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
you have your opinions. You're gonna pass your listens, your streams on to somebody else, and that's cool. It helps everybody, man. So it
Hmm.
doesn't bother us. It doesn't affect us. We just, you know, we do what we do, and if you like it, you don't. I mean, if you like it, you
Yeah.
like it. You don't like it, you don't like it. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just doing what we like to do, man. So,
Exactly. Move around. You know what I mean?
I
So
mean,
yeah, for sure.
yeah,
But yeah, everybody's entitled again, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, you guys go out there, do your thing, do your music. You do it out there because this is what you love to do. You know, I mean, you're not gonna let nobody
yeah.
get in the way of that. So it's a great thing right there. So, what are your long term goals for the group, for the band itself? You know, any long term goals you guys set in place right now?
Just keep making music, man. Keep having fun. Don't get tired of what we're doing. I think in any aspect of life, it's to enjoy what you do, man, and
Yeah.
that's the only thing we can, just if we can do this however long we can till we cannot do it anymore. I mean, as long as
Yeah.
we're enjoying what we do, um, it's tough, man, because I think in certain projects or in certain situations, you can get to that point where you feel like, I know I'm not having fun anymore and show up and it's like a job.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
don't think in music, I don't think it should feel like that. I think if it
Well,
does, there's
yeah,
some,
it shouldn't. It shouldn't feel that way, but trust me, it does cross your mind every now and then. It does. It
oh
does. And I
yeah.
mean, from my stand, I mean, from my side, whole totally different. Deal back here behind this here, whether it be here or the radio. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
There's been many times,
I
where
can
you just
imagine,
think
man.
step back and just say, hey, you know what? Let's just step away and just let it go, let it be.
A lot of people don't
And
understand, man, what goes into what you do, man, because
yeah,
it's a lot of a lot of hustle and bustle behind the scenes that you got to get a lot of stuff in line and get a lot of people
yeah.
in line, and I
Yeah,
get it, man.
it's
So
tough. It's tough, and and
yeah,
and, and we're managing, and we're going to continue to go for it for a little while here, and just see where the open road takes us. You know what I mean? I think we're enjoying it. This is right now, but there's some times. Don't get me wrong. There's some times where you hit some bumps in the roads where you just scratch your head and you're like, damn, what the hell am I doing? You know what I mean?
oh
But
yeah, man.
it
I'd
it
be lying
happens.
if I didn't say that we had hit those
Yeah.
those episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we had been there.
Hmm.
Up until we got these guys. I think for a little while it felt like it was kind of a job. And we just had to do some reassessment and just kind of figure out what we wanted and see what worked for us, and I think we found it, man. So right now we've been going at it strong, and it feels like it should. It's fun,
Yeah.
and we have fun making the music, uh, putting this music out, coming up with all the music. It was, man, it just flowed, you know what I'm saying? I think it should be that way. I think everybody who likes what they do, it comes through in their music, and I think that's what the fans deserve, man. I mean, they deserve. It's just like anybody else. You go to your job and you do what you do. People are gonna know if you're not doing it wholeheartedly or if you're kind of half-assing it. And I think
Yeah.
that's how you're serving the customer. You want to make sure that the customers get what they deserve.
Exactly there. Yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about that, man. 110%. George got a question here, right here for you right now. He says here, who or what inspired you to perform in that particular genre, and where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
And like I said, I've kind of just evolved, man, because me personally, I've had a whole lot of inspiration from a lot of places, dude. Like when I started playing music, I wanted to be like straight full blown conjunto music, and that's what I wanted to play. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I grew up on, and that's what I mean, I was a hometown boys, Garcia Brothers. That's all I listened to. That's all I played on accordion. That's kind of where my inspiration started, and I still listen to that stuff a lot, man. Like if I'm in the
Hmm.
backyard and I'm grilling or something, that's what's on. But
That's what's on.
I think, yeah, it's just it got to a point where like the more music I listened to and the more stuff that I absorbed, um, my the creative side, I guess, kind of started evolving, and it just kind of led me in a different direction and made me just get a little more, I guess, intricate in the stuff that we put out and the
Hmm.
arrangements
Right.
and
Right.
then I mean I moved over to Bajo and um, well, I mean, like I mentioned before, I played with Pelito for like 8 years, and I
Hmm.
just kind of jumped on Bajo. I never played Bajo in a band, and I jumped into Bajo and lead vocals and stuff. And a big influence from my hometown is Mr. Matela. Is my, he was a good friend, and he was a good guy, and I got a lot of inspiration from him. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he man, I was a kid listening to his music and listening to these guys play and just tear the house down whenever I was a kid. So I always imagine, like, man, I want to do that one day. And it happened, you know what I'm
It
saying? And it
happened.
just, but that's where the Bajo came in, and I just progressed, man. Just wanted to get better and always wanted to get out of that level onto the next level. And I'm still learning, man. I'm still learning a lot, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I think just always wanting to grow and
To grow.
to evolve is what inspired me to play what we're playing now.
Yeah.
And in 5 years, I don't know, man. I don't think I didn't get into this business and to the scene to get rich or to get famous. I
Right.
did it just to do what I love. And if
Exactly.
that, if that's able to put food on the table for my family, pay my bills, like, then so be it. But I just want to keep doing what I love. Hopefully,
Mhm.
just have my kids involved somehow, my family involved. Which shout out to my wife Michelle, who's watching. Shout out to my girls that probably should be asleep right now, but Yamaya and Ariel. Shout out to them. All my family that's watching. To my stepmom Terry. Again, to Hector and Rita, who are my biggest supporters. I appreciate them.
Awesome.
My wife Michelle, she's always supported me. She's always at the show. And it's and then she's got to watch the kids and stuff, when we're playing and stuff.
Yeah,
So that's a handful too. So I really do appreciate her, and
for
she's my
sure.
number one supporter. I always, give credit where it's
Definitely.
due. But
Family is amazing.
yeah, yeah, and I
Yes,
mean
sir.
that alone is an inspiration in itself, man. Because I
Hmm.
want to be somebody for them, and I want to, just make sure that they're proud of me, and just do what I can to make them proud, to make some good music, and to have fun, man.
For sure. Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
doubt about that, man. So yeah, great to have the support from the family. I mean, that's your
Oh yeah.
backbone right there. Without those guys, it's hard to go forward. When you get their support. But you're blessed to have that, and to have your
Yeah.
family support you 110%, man. That's just amazing for sure. There's a lot of them, a lot of people out there be surprised that don't have their support. I mean, the family doesn't
Oh yeah.
support them. So a lot of them out there. I'm sure you've come across a lot of them. Sabrina Hernandez says hello. She's tuned in on Facebook. Thank you so much, Sabrina. Saludos. Ruben Sandoval is also tuned in right here. Lubbock, Texas on the map. Proud of you guys.
Saludos,
La
bro.
Anarquia right there. Saludos. Thank you for watching the show. Roland Rivera también says, what's up? Yep.
What up, Roland? That's my partner, man. We run the Fifth Entertainment. We're starting to put out a lot of artists, man,
Awesome.
and
Awesome.
Roland's the one who started everything, and he had the vision and stuff, and he asked me if I wanted to be a part of it, man. And
Hmm.
we've been running, we've been running at high speed, and we're picking up different music and different artists, and we do what we do, man. I mean, we're not, we don't claim to be the best, but we'll give anybody a
Yeah.
chance, and we just want to get people heard, and that's what Roland's about. That's what I'm about. And that's what it should be about for everybody, is just helping out everybody and trying to make the industry better
Yeah.
and give everybody a chance to get heard, man. So big
Hmm.
shout out to Roland. I appreciate him, man.
That's a great deal right there. I was going to ask you about that, the Fifth Entertainment. Is that's something you guys are have together doing or working on that very hard to bring in some other artists, and that's what your music is under. Is this new single that you got right now that's coming out that we're going to hear right after we speak right here? We're going to play the new single so that way everybody can get a feel for your music and whatnot. So is this something that's going to be released as maybe an EP later on, or just a single currently right now? Or
Yeah,
working
well,
on an
I think
album?
we're working, but I think, man, the way everything is right now, it's all
It's
singles, man.
it's
I
all
think,
singles. Yeah.
yeah, we're working on putting out singles, and then I think once we hit a good number, we'll decide, hey, let's just put it out as an album or an EP, just depending on how we feel. But I don't know, man. I think we're more concentrated on just putting out some singles and just having fun with it and stuff. And yeah,
Yeah,
so
for
I mean,
sure. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah, especially since we started the Fifth. I've been looking into a lot of that stuff, and I mean, just looking at a lot of the strategic and
Hmm.
just
Yeah.
the way people are doing things nowadays, and
Smart man right there for you. Yeah,
yeah, just
for
trying to
sure.
figure it out, man. I think
Yeah.
find something that works for us, and
It-
luckily, everybody that's worked with us, they kind of have the same mindset. They want to just put out some singles, and we're cool with
mhm.
that, man.
Yeah. And that's not, and it's again, it's a digital world now, so there's no need for to go out there and lay down tracks when you're going to only hear three. You know what I mean? And if you don't
Yeah,
promote
man.
them, now you get to be able to promote one song at a time and push one song at a time, like it used to be back in the days when they would. Well, it was. That's the way was meant to be back in the day. You release a 10-song CD or album or whatnot, and the singles were going to come 1, 2, and 3. The whole album
Yeah.
would get burnt out. Radio
Hmm.
would play every damn track. You know what I mean? And by 3 months later, the album was old. For the radio stations, it really didn't pay too much attention to the singles and stuff. They just played whatever the hell they wanted. And there was a lot of radio jocks back in the days that used to do that. I can vouch for that. You know what I mean? I did that same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So single is a single. Let's do it like that. That's a pretty awesome way to go right now. Jordan Gus, what is this? Jordan Garcia says, Zeke. Sing a song, Zeke Escobar. I don't know, he's just playing though. Mr. Fabian Peña also, what up, guys, from Los Arcos Hermanos Peña.
Hey, what's up, Fabian?
Good deal. Fabian, go Cowboys, for sure, buddy. Appreciate it. We just had them on the show a couple of weeks back as well, man. Outstanding, man. They're great guys. I've never had them on the show, and they were here, and they just they did a live set, man. It was pretty cool. We set it up to where they can just perform, man. Good people, man. Love them.
There's some talented guys, man. The whole family, Los Peña, man. Big respects going out to them. There's some talented musicians, man.
All right, so let's get to the song right now. So let's definitely play the song for everybody that's tuned into the show right now. Share the live, guys, as well, and let them know what you think about the song. Man, these guys got some great stuff right here. If you've never heard of these guys, you're going to hear them right now. Cinti is the name of the song. Was written by another band member there. We're talking about Jacob, his partner there in the band as well. This is the entire group right here. I believe you guys are still all together, right? There we go. The Fifth Entertainment right there, Cinti. La Anarquia. Okay, guys, Cinti. Now, this song is available on all digital platforms también. So you can go out there and stream it if you like what you hear. Go out there and grab it, guys. Add it to your favorite playlist, or add it to your playlist, that is. And they got other songs out también that you can take a listen to as well. And if you like them, add them as well. But here we go. We're now with Cinti. We'll be right back here on Tejano Time Podcast.
Me quedé muy solo y triste, pensando en lo que me dijiste aquella noche que terminamos. Es tan difícil de olvidar los momentos de felicidad y los tiempos que pasamos juntos. Sé que ya no hay marcha atrás, perdóname por lo que causé. Yo estoy harto de la soledad, yo no aguanto una noche más, y ahora acepto mi derrota, y ahora es tiempo para entregarte lo que nunca te ofrecí. Perdóname, enseñarte lo que soy, mírame, y más estoy. Ya ves que no puedo seguir sin ti, ya ves que haces tanta falta aquí, sin ti no puedo vivir. Anarquía. Es tan difícil de olvidar los momentos de felicidad y los tiempos que pasamos juntos. Sé que ya no hay marcha atrás, perdóname por lo que causé. Estoy harto de la soledad, yo no aguanto una noche más, y ahora acepto mi derrota, y ahora es tiempo para entregarte lo que nunca te ofrecí. Perdóname lo que soy, mírame, así estoy. Ya ves que no puedo seguir sin ti, ya ves que haces tanta falta aquí, sin ti no puedo vivir. Chiquitita.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sin ti, la Anarquia. All right there. It is available on all digital platforms, guys. So it's the let them know what you think about the song. If you guys were tuned in and you like the song, definitely drop it your comment there in the box, and we'll get to it here shortly. All right. So and for everybody that's tuned in right now, thank you. We appreciate you guys that are continuing to watch the show. Everybody over on Tejano TV as well. So yeah, man, Sin ti right there. That's the latest single from these guys. It's out and it's available on all digital platforms.
Yeah,
Good
you guys
deal.
make sure to share.
Yeah.
Play it with your friends. Put it on your playlist. Make sure that if you don't like it, let us know. That's fine. I mean, like I said, it doesn't bother us. But yeah, no, I hope you guys do enjoy it, and hope you'll share it with all your family and your friends. And to everybody that's our friends and our family, please share it. Please. I know
Yeah.
we all probably have the same friends, but it doesn't matter. Share it anyway.
Share it. Yeah, for sure. There's no problem with that. Hey, Antonio Vega says también saludos to everyone who's watching the show as well. From
Saludos,
West
Antonio.
Texas, TejanoExplosion.com there in
Hey,
Lubbock. Yeah.
saludos to
Very
those
good.
guys.
Amazing. And Norma, Normie Luna, también she said nice song. Tuned into the show
Thank
as
you.
well. And Mary Garcia sharing on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you, Mary. We appreciate that
Thank
for
you
sure.
very much.
Now,
I
she had a
appreciate
question, Zeke, for you earlier. Let's
it. Okay.
drop it in here right quick before here. So, Zeke, what are some of the biggest challenges you have faced in your style of music and how you overcome those challenges?
Oh man, I don't know. Since we started on Anarquia, I don't know. I guess the only challenge we really over tried to overcome, and not really even. I don't feel like we've had to overcome. I guess because we don't really pay attention to it, but being compared.
Yeah.
Um, because we did a style of music before, and I mean, I don't think there was a copyright on the style, but that was the style that we liked too, and that we grew up listening to. So we felt like we would incorporate it as well, and it worked out for us. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't think. I don't think music it belongs to any certain group or certain style. It's just music,
Just
and we had
music.
fun
Yeah.
playing it. That's what we did. But as far as having to overcome, I don't know, man. I don't know. Of course, there's hate everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's nothing that we feel like is an issue for us that we have to overcome it. I don't know, man. I think our only issue that we have to overcome is ourselves. Just making
Hmm.
sure that we're always on top of our game. Finding the right elements, I guess. We
Hmm.
finally got a group of
Yeah.
guys that we feel like is where we need to be, and the guys that we need to have, and it's worked
That's
for us,
awesome.
man. It's working for us right now, and you know what I mean. It's just I think in any situation, in any aspect of the music, I think we're our only obstacle at times. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we're in control of how we handle these things and the reactions that we have to them and stuff. And
Hmm.
it's silly, man. I thought you sit back and you watch a lot of stuff and listen to a lot of the things that people say, and it's like, hey, you're 45 years old and you're here hating on me on social media. It's
Yeah.
cool, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't know. You look at that and you're just like, I don't know. Just move on to the next thing,
Just move on to the next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That gets, and then, you ain't got no time for all that negativity stuff, that
No,
negative
man,
shit.
not at all.
Not at all. You guys are awesome, man. You keep it real. I love that. That's from Mary Garcia as well.
Thank you,
So,
Mary. We
so
appreciate
what
you.
is the most important lesson you've learned as a musician, artist, throughout your career, should I say, your musical journey, that you've learned, or anything from any mentors out there?
Oh man, I think one of the things that's really sticking out or that has stuck out in the last few years, I think, and it goes in general, man. Just be careful who you trust.
No. Oh,
Because
yeah.
in this industry and in life, man, I mean, not everybody has your back, and not everybody's going to
No.
stay there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think there's a certain few people that you can trust in this world, and
Mhm.
I think that we've learned who those people are and what they mean to us and what we need to do to avoid getting in those situations. And
Yeah.
I think we've done a really good job, man, with some of the transitions that we've made. And it's like I said, not only in music, but in life in general.
Hmm.
Just always got to be careful, man. Always be
Definitely.
careful. And not everybody has your best interests in mind. So you always got to do what's best for you. Make sure that you are doing what's best to get you and your guys ahead, as well as you and your family, or whoever it may be. Just always, put your circle first.
For sure. Yes, and definitely want to keep that circle small too, as well.
Yeah.
You got to trust who you let in there, man. It's like I said, it's a cutthroat industry for sure. There's no doubt. They don't. It's been rough, man. This past entire year, I've heard so many different stories from a lot of people that I actually work closely with. You know what I mean? And just the way they handle things. Whether it be a promoter, whether it be another entertainment company, and things like that. There's just a lot of just different things that happen throughout this year. It's been a horrible year, and it's still young. You know what I mean? We got about what? It's a sad situation, but it is what it is. So you definitely got to watch your back.
It's tough, man. It's something that I think in the music industry it's seen too far often. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of working together and helping each other out,
exactly,
trying to tear each other down. And I think that's been one of the good things with us, man, is we kind of just, if we get close to something like that, or we start seeing something like that, we stay away from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if there's any kind of hate going around, or any kind of chisme, or whatever you want to call it, like we keep our mouth shut. We don't say anything. We just choose not to get involved with anything like that. And we concentrate on ourselves and make sure that we're doing what we need to be doing. And it's working out, man. I think and like I said, we're not the best, you know what I mean? We're not the best out there. We do what we like. And if people like it, that's cool. We hope that they would, but we do pride ourselves on the way we carry ourselves, the things that we are putting out there, the how we react to and respond to situations. This says a lot, you know what I'm saying? We haven't been around for a long time as far as La Anarquia goes. We haven't been around. We don't have a whole lot out there, but what we do have, we put our heart and soul into it, and we've done it and released it, and we've handled all of the aspects of the business in a professional manner. So I think that, we try really hard to maintain that professionalism, and I think that goes a long way, man. And I think a lot of people could, incorporate that, and it would help everybody in the industry, man.
Yeah. And I think just about everybody needs some help these days, right? In the industry. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And I know you're just gonna. No, I know, and I didn't put you on the spot there. I'll say it, because trust me, man. It's sad. It's a sad situation, but yeah, I get you, man. We will be looking for more hits to add to the playlist. Keep jamming. That's coming from Antonio Vega right there. So great deal. Yes, definitely, man. If you haven't heard the other stuff that he's got out, which I'm sure he has already, the other tunes you got out. It's got some great songs, so there's a couple of more out there. So go out there and get them to your playlist there, Antonio. Some good stuff, man.
Yeah, shoot me your email, Antonio, and I'll get you all our material, man.
Yep, there you go, man, for sure. And a great guy as well, man. Antonio, appreciate it, Tony. Thank you so much. Well, Jacob Garcia continued to produce his original songs. We've got another question here from Ruben Sandoval. Produce his original songs in the future, knowing he has other material the public hasn't heard.
Oh yeah, that's definitely in the works. We're working on right now. Like I said, we're working on some of my stuff that we're, in the process of getting out, and then he's got some more stuff that we're working on. We'll probably start tracking some of that stuff here at closer to the end of the year, beginning of next year. But I think you guys can expect a lot more original material coming out. A lot of Jacob stuff. He has a lot of material that he's written, registered, and all that stuff, and he's already, got a head start on as far as like arranging, composing, and stuff. I have quite a few songs that we're going to be putting out here in the near future, also, and then we're also working on a little project too that we're going to do, with some unplugged stuff and some videos for YouTube and all social media and stuff like that too. So that'll be come out pretty soon.
Amazing, awesome. We'll be looking out for that as well. Now. Let's see here. We got Normie asking here, when are you coming to Corpus?
We're working on that right now. We've been talking to a couple of people down there, but we're more than willing to go for any public event, private event, whatever you guys might have. Feel free to look us up. We're on Facebook, Instagram under La Anarquia Oficial with what is that? 1F Oficial. Yeah. So make sure to look us up. You can reach us there for booking. Also, you can contact us at the text line for management, 806-518-1753. and
Good
we're
deal.
available for any private parties. But we are working on trying to get some public shows over there, and we're hoping to hit that market very, very soon.
Awesome, man. It's a great market. I mean, out there's, they've got. I mean, it has always been a great market down there in South Texas. So yeah, it'd be a great one to go out there. My hometown of Corpus Christi, to be honest with you, right there. That's actually where I'm originally from, right there in Corpus.
Nice.
Definitely. So yes, thank you, Normie, for that. Don't forget, you can follow him, like you said, on his Facebook pages, on his social media. Keep up with all that. When they do happen to have a date down there, they will definitely announce it on their Facebook page and social media for you guys to be informed as well. So if you're not following them, definitely follow him so that way you guys can keep up with all that stuff for the coming in the upcoming months or in the future as well. Okay. So Cynthia, okay, the song's out, the single is out. Any plans on a video?
Yes, we're in the process of getting that lined up. We should be starting that here in the next couple weeks. So yeah, once we can get everything situated, we're just making sure that all the guys can, get the time blocked off, and once we get that lined up, we should have that done pretty quick. So we'll have that out here pretty soon. We'll be making an announcement on Facebook when that's fixing to go live. We're pretty close, and yeah, man, we're definitely shooting for that. And then I think, like I mentioned, we have some other videos that we're gonna be working on as well, for some more unplugged type stuff, more intimate, content. So yeah, we should be getting some more stuff out, different kind of videos for everybody.
Awesome. Good deal, man. It's some good stuff right there, man. So another question I have for you guys. I know, like you said, you guys like to stay away from all the drama and all that, BS and stuff that happens, I guess when you're on the road or you're gigging or whatnot. But as a group, you know what I mean? You guys, how do you handle situations within the band? We're talking about disagreements or conflicts or something like that comes along within you guys. You know what I mean? How well do y'all handle that, or how do you?
We don't ever have any, man.
You don't. That's what I was gonna say. So you probably don't have any. If you guys have your mind set away from all the other bullshit that happens within the industry, so that you guys have your heads on straight, you know what you're looking for.
No, man. I think with anybody, man, you're gonna have differences here and there with different things, whether it be performances or arrangements or whatever. But I think the good thing about all of us is that we're willing and able to put it out there. I think a lot of people tiptoe around it and they don't want to, just because they don't want to piss somebody off.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? But I think we're all grown-ups, you know what I'm saying? And I think we all come from the backgrounds to where, we were raised that we're able to communicate. We're able to say, hey, if I don't like that, I'm gonna tell you. And if you don't like it, well, you can tell me too. It doesn't mean we got to fight about it. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? And I think that's the way it should be. But you know what I mean? There's different people, different folks that,
different folks, different strokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. But that's, we run into little things like that. And it's nothing huge, and it's nothing that I don't think we ever have to worry like, oh man, if we get into it over this and that's it. But no, I think we all have an understanding that we can say what we need to say without worrying about somebody getting mad and quitting.
Getting mad. And like you mentioned earlier, you have a great group of guys now that you had searched, y'all put some thought into it, you know what I mean? Just didn't come together. You have a great band. You have guys that are very talented at what they do and whatnot, and they got great heads on their shoulders. So going forward, it just doesn't happen that way. You know what I mean? Like you said, you guys talk about it and you work it out, and that's that.
A great group of guys, man.
Great group.
And they're very talented and also very outspoken. I mean, we have that understanding that we know that's how we are. We know that, but I mean, nobody's mad about it, and everybody's able to. I think that's one of the big things, especially with this song, man, is that everybody was able to voice their opinion on what they were feeling with it, and we all were able to work around each other and put our input on what we wanted to hear or how we wanted it to go. And I mean, it just flowed, man. It was good.
It flowed. Yeah. Awesome. Great stuff, man. So what's next for you guys? You're going to get the video in the works pretty soon. Once the video is complete for Scene T, y'all just going to let that just you're not going to let it ride off into the sunset. Obviously, we're not going to do that. I know you're not going to do that. You guys are going to be working on more stuff. I mean, like I said, you got a lot of things going on with other bands as well there with Fifth Entertainment as well. So you guys are always trying to stay busy for sure. There's no doubt, gigging and then your normal everyday life jobs and whatnot. But yeah, so what are your plans? Any plans on maybe a collaboration or two in the future with anybody out there?
And we're always open to collab. Yeah. We've been in the works with we're talking to a couple people right now. A good friend of ours, Jax Phoenix from the Valley. We've been talking to him on doing some stuff. So we're getting some stuff lined up. Big shout out also going out to DJ Aftermath. We've been talking to him on doing some stuff that we have in the works. And then, man, like I mentioned, we have a project that we're working on. It's more like I don't know if you want to call it like a drinking session, songs type stuff. Yeah, we got that coming up. We also got more original material that we're working on. So I think, man, we did, like I said, this, especially at the last few months, we've been really putting our heads together and really trying to figure out a game plan for next year. And I think we're just gonna be cranking out jams, dude. I think that's what we're working on, is just trying to make sure we stay on top of that. And of course, the performing. I mean, we would like to perform, 4 or 5 times a month, but everybody's busy. Everybody has their thing going, and so I think, I mean, as long as we can get steady content out to everybody, whether it be videos or music. I think that's what we want to concentrate on, just making sure that there's always content coming out. And I mean, the gigs will come. We're not worried because we've stayed busy. We haven't had any problem staying busy. So, we're not worried about that. But yeah, we would really like to concentrate on just pushing out the content.
Oh, that's good. That's great. We're definitely going to be looking out for that for sure, for more music. And the shows come as they go. I mean, if they come, like you said, if you guys work out a deal, or not a deal, but everybody can come together for the performance of the show and whatnot. I mean, it's all about planning, obviously, and you guys know how to do that. So be on the lookout for that. Like I said, if there's a show that comes up in your neck of the woods, you can find all that info on Facebook for sure. There's no doubt about that, man. So Mas FX 1073 says, very good music, great new release. So saludos to everybody tuned in for Mas FX.
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
You.
Send us your email and we'll get you guys the jams. We appreciate you guys tuning in.
Definitely. Yeah, it's always great there. And también also Antonio, he said he will send you the email as well. So I really enjoyed the podcast interview, Keith Leal and Zeke Escobar. Your music is on fire, and I am looking forward to more from you and your band. Please come to Arlington, Texas. So, okay.
Thank you very much, Mary. Again, like I said, we're willing to go anywhere and everywhere. Just get at us, and we're willing to work something out with whoever we need to talk to. Like I said, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and just look us up and reach out to us. We'll get something settled.
For sure, right there. It says thanks. Thank you, everyone, for the love and support. It means a lot. Jacob, got to see you. He's out there. So there he is. So saludos, Jacob. Yes, I mean, they wasn't able to make it on the show, but hey, it doesn't make a difference. You know what I mean? He's still here. So again, he wrote the song. We talked about it earlier. So, Lewis, Jacob, thank you so much. Looking forward to more shows with you guys in the future and more music as well. Definitely over in here in H-Town, Houston, Texas. So yeah, for sure.
Big shout out to Jacob, man. He's been my right hand man since we got this project going, man, and it's been good, man. Working with Jacob and like I said, when we finally got to move him over to the accordion, it felt like we hit a different level, a different gear, man. And it's really good, man. Really good to work with him. And we've been friends for, man, I want to say over 20 years already, man. He was actually, whenever I started playing accordion, he was showing me some stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I always looked up to Jacob, man, and to have him right here next to me, working with me and stuff, it's cool, man. It's really cool. And I give him ton of respect, man, because he does what he does and he's got an ear for it, and I mean, he doesn't get the respect he deserves, man. He's a really good musician and a solid dude, man.
Awesome. Saludos, Jacob, once again, man. We appreciate you, my brother. Definitely, we appreciate you and your music here at Houston's Tejano Hits, Tejano Time podcast, también. So, who can they call if they, you did mention the number earlier, but if anyone out there right now or that's tuning into the show now or later, anybody watching on Tejano TV or whatnot, wants to book you guys for an event in the future, who can they call?
Yeah, you can text our management line. It's we have two. You could text 806-518-1753, or you could text 806-786-5828, or you can message on Facebook at La Anarquia Oficial, on Instagram La Anarquia Oficial also. But yeah, those are the main connections where you can get to us. Yeah, you can also email us at laanarquiaofficial@gmail.com.
Cool. No TikTok, right?
I think Jacob's in the process of getting that started pretty soon.
Good deal.
Yeah, I said, we wanted to really get this content out and get something ready to put out on TikTok, because we don't want to put out some cheesy video or something.
Right.
Throw our song on top of something and just put it out there. I mean, I know that's a lot of people are doing that, and it's catchy for some of the music, but I don't know. I feel like we need something a little more original.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So we'll look out for that as well in the future. So for sure, man. So guys, again, any last words, Jacob? Any last shout outs you want to send to anybody out there?
Yeah, I'm just, once again, man, I want to thank everybody for listening to our music, everybody that supported us from the beginning, everybody that, requests our music, everybody that streams our music. Thank you guys. Big shout out going out to our families, going out to my wife, Michelle, my girls. Thank y'all so much for always supporting. Going out to the guys, Jacob and Marissa, Michael and Stephanie and David and his drums. Big shout out going out to them, man. We appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all. And just everybody at Houston's Tejano Hits at the Tejano Time podcast. Thank you, Keith, for always support, man. I appreciate
anytime,
you so
my brother.
much, man.
Anytime. Doors always open here, and you already know that, man, for sure.
Thank you, sir. Nothing but love for you guys, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Let me get a quick word from the sponsors, and we'll be right back here to wrap things up here on the Tejano Time podcast. I would like to thank one of our sponsors here, Urban Automotive, emergency service on-site repairs, covering the San Antonio and surrounding areas. You can call 210-370-2616 or 210-573-6619. Mr. Phil Urbina también. Also from PCP Productions and Promotions there, 210-370-2616. Call them up for all your promotion needs as well, okay? And also from Latin Hustle Entertainment, global entertainment company, all right? Get access to all these great things here. You can email them if you need some more information at latinhustlemusicgroup@gmail.com. Heels on Wheels Mobile Notary. Call Amanda today for your next notary public need. You might need life insurance, credit repair, taxes, and whatnot. 832-598-5561. Tumbleweed, Texas, also another proud sponsor of the Tejano Time podcast. Houston's #1 spot for Tejano. Book your party today at 832-446-6949. And also ACL Productions, Pro Audio and Lighting. You call them for your next event, 361-318-0229. So a big shout out to all those guys. Thank you so much for sponsoring the show. And don't forget, guys, these guys right here, their single is out, Sin Ti. It's available on all digital platforms. La Anarquia. Go out there and stream it. Add it to your playlist. It doesn't get any better than that. And add the rest of the songs that they have as well. It's available on all streaming platforms, and they'll be more than happy that you do that. All right. So again, Zeke, appreciate you. Thank you so much, and you're welcome back to the show anytime. All right.
Keith, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you, and going out to all your listeners, man. Un saludo, gracias a todos ustedes. Thank you guys for your support and for your kind words, and be on the lookout. We got more stuff coming, and keep requesting our song on the Houston Tejano Hits, and we appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys in the future really soon.
There you go. Have a great night, my brother, and take care. Hang tight. All right.
Thank you, sir.